Hey everybody, what's up? It's Bradley Overrated, and guess what time it is? It's Overrated review time, and today I am reviewing the game Her Story, a very, very interesting psychological experiment, and I'm going to talk about it now. Let's do this! So this interactive movie, and yes, that is the type of video game, it is in fact called an interactive movie, takes place back in the 90s where you are investigating a woman by the name of Hannah Smith, where she proceeds to tell you her story through 7 different interview segments. And you are here investigating with belief that she may or may have not murdered her husband, Simon. And the way the game presents itself, it suggests that your goal is to collect evidence based off of these interviews to prove whether or not she is in fact guilty of committing this crime. But as the game goes along, you start to wonder a lot more than just whether or not she murders her husband. You're going to wonder if she's even sane and if she's even involved and what actually her story even is. And that's the psychological experiment that this game provides to you, the gamer / person participating in this interactive movie. And I personally thought it was really, really interesting and very enjoyable. It takes you for a loop, and I'm not going to spoil anything else about the story, but suffice it to say, as you slowly piece together everything that is going on through conducting these word searches, and that's how you discover bits and pieces of her interviews by typing in specific words to pull up specific videos, it's really interesting, and that's the thing that I liked about it. I wanted to know Hannah's story. I wanted to uncover it bit by bit and piece by piece until I felt like I had a full grasp of what on earth was actually going on. This game is all about the story and is all about Hannah, and side note, I think the actress did a tremendous job here. She should be commended for her role that she played here, but I do have to bring up one very important thing, and that does involve the ending. Not going to spoil anything here, but I just want to say that this is a little bit more of an ambiguous type of ending. It's a little bit more, how should I say, open-ended. It doesn't just hit you with an ending and give you a solid conclusion. So if you're the type of person that wants that type of ending, maybe not play this game because it is a little bit more open to interpretation. And that's all I'm going to say. There were some other things too about this game that kind of struck me as weird. For example, there's a 2-player minigame that you can participate in, and I'm a little bit confused by that because this game is not a multiplayer game. This is a single-player experience where you literally just sit and observe this woman and try to piece together what you're doing, and I guess you can do that with other people, and if you have somebody else to watch and experience this game with you, the more power to you. But that little mini game is kind of pointless unless you want to get the achievement that is involved. And then you can also save and store any clip that you want, and you can go back and revisit that clip if you deem it important. And I thought I was going to have to put together all of this evidence and then submit it at some point in the game to, like I said, decide whether or not she is guilty or not guilty based upon what I saved, but that's not the case. All of those saved videos that you keep in the bottom section here on the screen are strictly just for your own personal reasons to revisit. It doesn't actually do anything for the game, and that is a little bit disappointing. But at the end of the day, I was left feeling very satisfied with Her Story. I thought it was very unique and enjoyable. I enjoy these type of games. You don't have to do much gameplay, so to speak. You're not running around jumping, shooting, and all of that good stuff that most people associate with video games, but this is a very unique experience, and it is one that I recommend everybody at least try once and see what you think of it, because I have a feeling a lot of people are going to form very different opinions about Her Story. For me personally, I enjoyed it. It definitely had flaws, but I do think it was still a solid experience, which is why I am going to give Her Story for the PC a B-.
She is the shy one.
It was unique, it was strange, but it is definitely not for everybody. But at the end of the day, I left Her Story feeling very satisfied, and I think, once again, I know what on earth actually happened to this woman and what her story actually is. But hey, I could be wrong. And this, my friends, concludes this overrated review. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. Take care.
After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.